Hey, Jaxon Stribling. You were the talk of the town yesterday, man. How was it facing the Tennessee Titans?
Just the physicality and the speed, just the whole tempo of everything, so just getting out there for the first time and getting everything used to it, it was real fun.
Fun.
Very mature.
That's 2 times he said fun out there.
Did you notice his body just looked, physically he looks...
like he belongs.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't get any sense that he looked too small, like he's too wiry, like some of these guys coming out now. Yeah. I think of even top picks, right? Like Devontae Smith, I had question marks, even though he won the Heisman.
Yes.
I was like, he's really frail, Joe. Can he take the punishment week in and week out? SEC's one thing, and we like to give the SEC all its love. There's a difference between SEC football still and NFL grown men physicality. And Devontae's been holding up great. There's question marks even with guys like Jaden Daniels. These thin, wiry guys coming out, you don't see that at all with Jaxon Stribling.
And he, unlike, Pearsall twitchy, you're looking for, Ayuk twitchy, silky route runner. Ayuk obviously way stronger.
Yes.
Lower and upper body than Pearsall. Stribling doesn't have the wiggle. He's not like a fluid hip mover, but he's just a big body. He plays it like he's like a power forward.
Yeah. No, it's a good call. He plays bigger than what you look at. Like, I think he's listed at 6'2", but he looks like he feels bigger than that.
He looks like Jennings.
Yeah.
In the number 15, he looks like Jennings.
Yes.
He reminds, again, I give you, he's not these players. Everyone relax. Skill-wise, possession receiver, big body, vice grip, catch it in front of your face mask.
Right.
Really, really well. And then body control.
Right.
Eric Moulds, Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
He was bigger. He was like 6'4". Anquan Boldin, Juwan Jennings, like he's of that ilk.
What did you give me for, again?
None of you guys know
not
Eric
the
Moulds,
same.
huh?
No, I know the name Eric Moulds.
That's a deep cut.
No, that is a deep cut.
Him and Peerless Price were unstoppable in Madden.
What do you give me for Michael Crabtree? Any of that in his game?
Crabtree had a little more wiggle.
Little more.
But Crabtree was a way more refined route runner.
Okay.
He was all route running.
Maybe it's the 15 in me that I got a little just high pointing the ball at times.
He also, his strength, I thought in college his strength really played. And then in the NFL, it didn't translate as dramatic.
Right. Okay, just threw it out there.
I like Crabtree.
He's around the size,
Crabtree's
too.
never lived up to the hype.
I know he didn't. I know.
And I liked him a lot.
Here's more from Jaxon Stribling after the game on his sideline catch.
Yeah, just having a little sideline awareness and seeing where I'm at and just trying to turn back inside to get the extra yards and just do what I can.
Did you know you were inbound the whole time?
I felt like I was. that was my intention, so I'm glad the call was the call.
So I'm hearing him talk. Who knows what who knows what he's really like, and who knows what you become, because at one point, T.O. was the nicest guy ever.
And then things
Crabtree
changed.
just had major attitude from the jump.
Sure.
And part of that was what helped get him to where he was at.
Right.
That number one diva wide receiver kind of like mentality. This guy feels very more like, I don't know, he fits the locker room. He's not going to come in and be like, you got to target me 12 times a game.
Right.
He feels much more humble and hardworking. He really fits the ethos of the team.
That's a great call. And, it's I don't know if you've been watching the Hard Knocks with the Seattle Seahawks. I think they're only 2 episodes in.
Their practice facility on the water.
It's beautiful.
It looks like Lake Tahoe.
No, it looks like a resort that I want to just stay at.
We're practicing next to him.
It's great. No, the fans get to stare at Jaxon Smith-Njigba doing toe taps while people are jet skiing in the background on a beautiful lake, whatever it is, the bay over there. It's sensational. So that is part of it. But, they profile Jaxon Smith-Njigba, obviously, who best wide receiver in football last year, Super Bowl champion. He's just silky route runner, speed. He's got it all, right?
This is going to sound sacrilegious. His one season, just all the highlights, if you just put them all together, it's the closest I've seen a guy look like Jerry Rice. And I don't say that.
That's high praise coming from you. Wow.
Where was the hole in his game?
None.
Physical blocker, elite toughness, speed, elusiveness, yards after the catch, a physical slant runner. The guy has no hole. I'm not saying that he's no one's Jerry Rice. I'm just saying he's the only guy I could think of that fits that mold.
I'm glad you brought up that name too, because the reason why I brought up Jaxon Smith-Njigba was not because I think Jaxon Stribling's going to do what he did last year. They always talk about him as teammates, as coaches. No ego. Just totally opposite of the stereotypical diva wide receiver. I want more.
It's hard to find that.
It's very difficult to do
That's
that.
why Mike Evans, I think, is so loved.
And I think that's why he could be a great mentor for a guy like Stribling, right? And we'll see with Debo, right? Maybe Debo got a little humbled, going
He better be.
right?
And look, I love Debo, but Joe, this might be his last stop.
It might be. And he might know that too. And it's something that really soured me on Debo his last year in San Francisco. And I know it not soured you on who he was as a total 49er and all-time Niner, but for him to go out the way he did, not great leadership, stiffing the media, getting snappy at report, it ended horribly, right? In a season coming off a Super Bowl loss, you lost Ayuk for the year. I mean, it started with Ricky Pearsall getting shot. You needed a leader. Hell, you had a guy quit on the field that season. It was just all bad. And for Debo to go out that way really soured or left a sour taste in my mouth. But that being said, just listening to Stribling, you brought it up. We'll see. If we could have just a selfless, number one wide receiver here that doesn't start buying into his own hype, God, that'd be incredible.
Okay, so I still don't know if he can ever become a number one.
I don't know.
Number one, so the way I view number ones, there's only so many of them. Number ones are possession receivers. They're deep threats. They're slant route monsters. They get separation. They're intermediate yak guys. The number ones are few and far between. He doesn't separate like that, you know?
You view a number one wide receiver, a true number one, kind of like an ace pitcher, right?
There's not every team has one.
Right.
It's just not every team.
You might have a number one starter, but it's not the same as having an ace or a true bona fide superstar.
I don't even know if Antonio, what's his name? What's the guy who just got traded to the Patriots?
Oh, AJ Brown.
There's times his hands leave me wanting more.
Right.
He's the fringe of number one receivers to me.
At this point in his career, he was a legit number one a couple years ago. Yeah.
But it's like Justin Jefferson,
Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
JSN,
right.
Absolutely. There's only so many of those guys.
Right.
I don't think Debo was ever that. And I think Ayuk was on the cusp of that. But I think, kind of look the way A.J. Brown's the last rung of tier one.
Yeah.
He was just on the outside looking in, Ayuk, for me. And I think that's why it made it so difficult to quantify his value. They still need a guy that can separate. So, what they need is a guy that can, boom, boom, couple little of these. That's why, Pearsall was so important. Couple little shakes, and then, boom, I'm open. And just get 2 yards of separation immediately. They don't really have that guy in their back pocket.
And it's just what made, I keep going back to those Seattle teams. And again, you have to, obviously they're defending champs, but they're in your own division. You're going to be seeing them twice this season. And I just keep going back. And by the way, they made another move for their secondary yesterday. It's a risky one, bringing in Terry and Arnold, who has, I think, 8 felony charges against him right now. It's the reason the Detroit Lions cut him. And we'll see what there. I know we were texting in the chat, Carter Chickering, who's been out this last month on paternity leave. He's like, this guy, he stinks. I was like, well, he might have stunk in Detroit. We'll see with Mike McDonald, who's a defensive guru and savant. He clearly saw something in him to give them a 1-year deal, prove a deal, and he might not even play. We'll see. He might get put on the commissioner's exempt list, whatever it's called right now. He might not even play at all. But I say all that to say, it's really important now within this division to have guys that can separate.
Yeah.
Just separate. Well, Evans is different because he is so much bigger and stronger and taller than a lot of people. He can't just jump in the air and get it. But I would like for him to have a complimentary receiver that could be what Cooper Kupp was even last year with Jaxon Smith-Njigba. Separation when you need it.
Well, look at it's like someone like George Pickens.
Okay.
Hit and miss on separation.
Yes.
But he's big and strong and can run a little.
And it helps when you have a guy like CeeDee Lamb on the other side, too.
That's where I was going with that.
Yes.
And so, CD is a one to me. Because you can line him up on the line of scrimmage. He can command a double team. He can do all the things we're talking about. There's not a lot of these guys, though. I'm just looking at the list, like CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, JJ, JSN, Puka, Jamar Chase. I don't view Olave as that. I don't view Jamison Williams or Nico Collins. These are some of your leaders last year. Cortland Sutton, I don't.
No.
Tet, you're hoping one day can be. You're hoping one day he can be. I don't even know if I view Stephon Diggs like that.
You say Puka?
I said Puka.
Okay, you did. All right, yeah.
We will find out about Ibuka, moving forward.
He got hurt yesterday, I think. Yeah.
I don't view Jalen Waddle that way. Tyreek Hill at one point was.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
He's done.
So there's just not a lot of them. There's 7 or 8.
Here's more from Dejan Stribling, and thank you for flipping this sound, Sammy. After the game yesterday, on Shanahan giving him as many chances as he can.
Oh, great out there. I felt like it was really clicking, the offense, and hearing in the huddle, lining up on the field. So I'm very grateful that I had the opportunities and the passes that I did. Just trying to translate that and just take all my coaching points and try and be better next week.
The guy that we haven't spent any time talking about was the guy throwing to him.
Curtis Rourke, man. Was that the bigger takeaway for you?
Well, it's not a huge takeaway. It's just like, wow, what a pleasant surprise. I mean, because what's the young man who works with us, Chase?
Chase
was like, yeah, he stinks. He's only gotten like 6 snaps of practice,
right?
With the 11.
Can I tell you this?
I just think it's really hard to look good with a limited amount of snaps.
Again, I understand you want to look good in practice always. Practice makes perfect. I'm not here to say it doesn't.
Well, it's a stepping stone.
Mac Jones also looked like crap in practice last year a lot of the times, and guess what? Freaking balled out when he was called upon. So, like, again, practice. But they're also trying different things in practice sometimes, too. Maybe they're trying different angles, I have no idea. I can't get in their hands, but he looked good yesterday. My eyeballs told me the size plays.
Yeah.
And I love Tim Ryan.
A little bit of foot speed.
Well, thank you. The sneaky athleticism. I was like, can you just say athletic? I know he's a white guy. Have we graduated from the sneaky?
That twitchy.
No, but like sneaky athleticism, he can run a little bit.
He can run okay.
He's not Brock Purdy, right?
No, he's more mobile than Mac.
Yes.
I think Mac's arm's better.
Yes. But
I thought he was decisive.
He's 6'4", 220. He's big.
He actually threw a couple of nice balls. This one that he threw short and right into the groin of Jaxon Stribling, it looked like it was a bad pass, but it was actually a perfect pass because it was in between 2 defenders,
right,
to where he could catch it and just fall down. But yeah, he had some size. He had a good arm strength. I thought he was decisive. And Kyle said after the game, I thought this was the most important thing. He threw to the right guy. Meaning he didn't just throw the check down or the quick open and just get rid of it like panicking, and he didn't hold on to the ball. So, Kyle's very specific about that kind of stuff. When he says he threw to the right guy, I go, oh, okay. So I just think there might be something there as a backup down the line.
You feel good about him being the quarterback 3, if anything. That's it.
No, and it also reinforces my belief. You should be taking a quarterback every year late in the draft.
Right.
The other thing is, how about the left-footed punter?
Yeah.
How about the left-footed punter?
It's a great name. Corliss Waitman. He's a lefty too, Joey. He's a lefty.
So Jordan Watkins was saying that fielding punts from a left-footed punter is actually extremely difficult.
Oh. So it hurts the opposition. So we're going to see a lot of fumbles or muffed punts.
I can't remember the last time the Niners had a left-footed punter.
I can't even think of left-footed punters that in general. Like, in fairness, I don't think about punters often, guys. Maybe some people do. I don't. But yeah, here's the thing. Didn't they sign the Bowmeister guy? Maybe it was a Fugazi 3-year deal or something, but they gave him like a couple. It was like very strange. He's gone.
Everybody's hurt, so they needed to waive someone.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But Corliss Waitman, I'm impressed. Hey, Eddie Piñeiro, he was out there, Joe. Did you like that? He said he didn't want to see him kick it off.
He missed a 61-yarder.
It was short. It was all right. And, just
I don't even need to see that.
You think the negativity's going to start festering in his mind?
The kicking game. It's just, I hate kickers.
He made a 52-yarder.
No, I know.
All right. Don't worry about Eddie Money. He'll be just fine. All right. He earned that nickname last season. I have zero problems or issues with Eddie Piñeiro.
Malik Turner got absolutely popped. And then Nick Martin laid a dude out. I loved it.
And on the punt returns and / kick returns yesterday, Will Pauling, number 84, and Sincere McCormick as well.
That's appalling.
It's a 3 right now. It's a generous 3 on a payday Friday, Sam. You're lucky I'm in a good mood.
How about this random defensive end, Leo? Yeah,
Titus Leo?
Titus Leo.
What a name. Titus Leo is his name?
Titus, man.
Where's he from?
Here, I got it right here. He is from Wagner.
How old?
26.
He made a couple plays.
Former New England Patriot, played a couple years ago. He only played in 2024.
Interesting.
Had 4 tackles under his belt and 1 run stuff and pass deflection.
Sebastian Valdez.
Seabass, I call him.
Not a D end.
No.
Not a D tackle.
Not anything.
What he is? Not in this system. You know what he is?
What is he?
He's like a Ray McDonald type in a 3-4. He's like a run stuffing D end to me.
Oh, you mean Michael Williams?
Michael's taller.
Michael was drafted as a DN, but
he
just
has no speed.
He's got nothing. Is Michael is he gonna play at all this year? Like, is he gonna miss the first 4 games? Is he on the PUP list? Like, what's going on?
Possibly.
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious about that. Like, I have major concerns about him. Like, George Kittle, we keep hearing stuff. George Kittle tore his Achilles this calendar year. Like Michael, he tears ACL last year. It's bleeding into, like, again, I'm not trying to compare and contrast guys, and I just know that Achilles injuries historically have been more difficult to come back from than ACLs, given technology and advancement of science.
The substation made him nuclear.
The substation, by the way, the lines are underneath the field, like Tremors, the movie. Like they pop out and then they pull you under. Thank you, Electro. We got the injury report coming up here.
By the way, the last thing, Levi Stadium, the shadows. How
that bothers you?
Can I say one of my favorite plays of the game yesterday?
What is it?
It was when they called for that out route to Willis on the left sideline, and they had Willis open in the one spot of the field that had sun on it. That might have been my favorite play call the entire day.
Can we just you build a state-of-the-art stadium.
Was it?
With blueprints from 20 years ago, 50 miles north, and you didn't account for heat, a.k.a. weather, the sun, a.k.a. weather, wind, a.k.a. weather. Joe, when you sit up top and it's a windy day, it swirls up top.
Whether you like it or not.
You know, Lubman, I'm ready to just go home. No, but honestly, I know the Niners hate when I say this. God, you built the worst stadium.
Well, and then they're going to on the road the next 2 weeks to maybe the best stadiums in football, but they're both domes, right? Well, one's like a semi-dome.
My son could build a better stadium with his Lego set.
Is he into Legos right now, LJ?
Yeah, we build a little.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, at that age, you're kind of building it for them.
It's more blocks.
Oh, like the Duplo blocks? Yeah, those are always fun.
No, but the shadows, I know you're oh, what is it? Because it affects the field of play, and then 2/3 of the field is in the sun, and 1/3 of the field across the field going this way.
You know where it bothered Joe even more? It was when U.S. was playing Bosnia-Herzegovina in the round of 32 in the World Cup. It's the first thing Joe says. It's just these damn shadows.
Guys, it's just not a good stadium. If you have shadows on your television presentation, you didn't account for something.
It's almost like whenever we watch the Cowboys every year on Thanksgiving, where they have the sun coming in, and it's blinding Dak Prescott. I was like, that's not a home field advantage there.
It's terrible.